Hello neighbors, it's Brad here at Etrailer, and today we're taking a look at the TowSmart ball mount for 2-inch hitches, and this is going to allow you to not only have a 2-inch drop but also a 3/4 inch rise. For something like our kayak trailer or a small boat or even a small utility trailer, this is going to be a great option. Now, ball mounts kind of tend to all look the same, and a lot of times you're just looking for the rise and drop. But the TowSmart, I'm actually kind of impressed with. It's put a few different details that kind of makes it stand out compared to some other ball mounts. And the first one's going to be, this is not square, and that's not a bad thing. This fits in your 2-inch by 2-inch, but this is to allow water to channel out. That way, when it's in here and tight fit against it, if it's a square, that water's going to become rust, and sometimes these can get pretty tricky to get out because it's started to fuse to the hitch metal. So that's something that's really nice. You have that channeling. Now, something else they thought of too is you'll see these ridges here, and this little track allows us to get our ball in place, whether it be a rise or drop, and torque it down with one tool. Other times this is going to be flat and you have to put a wrench on here with your torque wrench on the other side, and it's a decent amount of torque, so it is a little bit trickier. Where this one, you just drop in place, these ridges are going to hold that in, just allowing you to use the torque wrench only to get it installed. Now, as far as weight capacities go, this one's rated pretty well at 6,000 pounds, and that's going to be a decent amount to be able to tow. And your gross trailer weight rating is going to be the weight of the trailer plus the accessories loaded up. You also have a 600-pound tongue weight, so it can handle a decent amount of pressure being put on here. Now, this does not come with a ball, and that's so you can choose what size you need, but you will need something with a 1-inch diameter shank for it to work. So whether you're using a 2-inch ball or a 1 7/8 like we have here, you're going to want to make sure that you check the weight capacity of that. This is rated at 6,000, but also you got to make sure that your hitch and vehicle also match that towing capacity before hooking up. Now, as I mentioned before, this is a 2-inch drop that we have it in, but if you need to get a little bit more clearance to raise up for a trailer, you can simply flip this over. Now, you will have to re-torque the ball on, but again, with the channels on the other side, it makes it nice and easy, and this is going to give you that 3/4 inch rise. Now, something else to consider is you will need to pick up a pin and clip to allow you to keep your ball mount in place of your hitch, so you are going to need a 5/8 pin and clip. Now, this does have a black powder coat finish on it, so if you plan on leaving this on your vehicle, it's going to hold up to weather and corrosion long term, and if you get a locking pin and clip, you can leave it on the vehicle and not have to worry about someone taking it off your vehicle. Now, depending on your vehicle, you're going to want to make sure that it's going to be able to clear your rear fascia. So from the center of the hitch pin hole to the center of the shank is going to be 8.5 inches. So something to consider when choosing this for your vehicle. That way you have enough clearance for that trailer to get on the ball, but also not damage your vehicle. The TowSmart is really nice because it has these grooves here on both sides, so if you're putting it in a rise or a drop, it's going to allow you to put that ball in place, and it's going to go right where normally you'd put a wrench, and this is going to act as our wrench as we torque it down, making it a one-tool job and just a little bit easier. We'll just get our ball torqued down, and then we'll be ready to use it. And that was a look at the TowSmart ball mount for 2-inch hitches with a 2-inch drop or 3/4 inch rise.